care of something.
Letterbox.
Hey! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Howling Hour.
So unfortunately we're in a bit of a Brady house moment where two of the Brady children are not here, so we're the only Brady kids on screen right now.
This is right. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Marcus will not be joining us. He is tending to a family matter, so he will not be with us, or maybe he'll jump on late. Danny is in the middle of traveling, so he will be on in a second. He's at the airport, and Noah had to step away. He is running a little late. He did. He just got out of it. King Matthew, welcome.
Yep.
So we got some topics to talk about today. We're going to talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer.
We have far too many topics to talk about today. Oh my goodness. I read not like actually too many. I just read the list and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a day.
Well, so Marcus is not joining. So me and Marcus are the only two that see I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I know everybody else that's on this panel is not going to see it. So I said like, oh, okay, it's free for us to talk about it. But we'll talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer. We're going to talk about the Discord watch parties that Lucas and Noah were talking about recently. We'll see about getting that kicked off. Mortal Komabt 2 trailer. Is it going to be one of the best video game adaptations ever? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to talk a little bit about our where we've been and why we've been so busy lately. So we're going to talk about the short film of Alice from the Book of Ethel, a new Purge film, which is pretty exciting, and then Toxic Avenger. I saw the trailer. I know it's been out for quite some time, but
I have not seen the trailer yet, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah, you should watch that full trailer because it looks like a fun movie where you want to get a bunch of friends together and then go ahead and check it out. And then,
I did like research the Toxic Avenger after the last time that we actually kind of like spoke about it, and like I watched like a few clips of whatever the hell it was before this new iteration.
Yep.
I don't hate it. It's not anything that I like or anything like that. I'm not super interested, but I'll probably get like Noah and some other friends together to go see it.
That's what it is. This is a party film, and there's Noah in the back sneaking through. All right, we got Oracle 684 joining us. Hey,
what's happening?
On? Thank
the
you.
world is ending. JK.
But our last topic too, I don't know how much we'll spend on it, but like the whole thing going on with Annabelle, it gets worse because somebody died in Gettysburg, her handler. So it's like,
how old was the handler?
He's an adult, and
he's an adult. Okay, but that's an adult. The ranges of in Lego terms, anywhere from
not anybody touching the glass, like a person.
But how
traveling.
Old is this guy?
Oh, he's got to be in his 30s or 40s.
He's like 54, I think, or 45.
54?
All right, so he's prime heart attack range. All right. All right. He didn't.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
There's been no cause of death. There's been no cause of death yet released.
It's all marketing. Let's milk it for marketing. That's what it's going to come down to. So I'm going to be pissed off.
He is actually dead, though.
He's dead, but you know they're going to use that for marketing.
I mean, yes, they are.
Film.
They are still on tour. I'm not disagreeing with you, but he did die. Do I think that it is
I
caused
think
by Annabelle? I can't say yes.
I think what he's saying is he thinks they're going to milk it for marketing.
They're absolutely going to.
I have no doubt. No doubt in my mind.
The person who owns the Annabelle doll is milking it right now. Hi, CG. The person who owns it right now is the husband of someone related to the family. Somebody related to the family. So I don't know. He apparently doesn't really fully understand ghost paranormal stuff, and he just wants to make a buck. So that's why they're doing touring. Do I believe that Annabelle is ultimately haunted? We've talked about the debunking of Ed and Lorraine stuff. the plantation burning down. I mean, it's a dry season. Like I don't know. Like that's not direct causality. The guy dying.
Yeah, let's start.
We'll have to see what the cause of death.
Yeah, let's start with that last topic since we're there already. So, in Gettysburg, in case anybody doesn't know, so Annabelle the doll is on tour around the entire country. People are going to spend like $200 a ticket, I believe, up to go and see her. Because I was interested. It's like, I go see Annabelle in Gettysburg because I like Gettysburg. And so like, I go take a picture and I look at the price like, no, that's not worth it. Like $50.
It could literally just be a random Raggedy Ann doll that they just dressed. Like,
you're 100% right. You're 100% right. It could be just a random Raggedy Ann doll that they're bringing around.
$200 and have a nice time spending the day in Gettysburg because Gettysburg is such a nice time, and especially during the summertime, it's really beautiful down there.
Yeah, and from what I'm seeing is that like it's like going to meet Bruce Campbell. Like, hey, everybody stands in this long line. Go stand in front of it, take a picture, go away. It's like 30 seconds for like that, and you got to stand and wait in line. Forget that. But so. To catch everybody up, so the Annabelle doll is on touring the country, and she was in Louisiana, and one of the old plantations burnt down. It's like, oh, Annabelle was here. She wasn't at the plantation. But it burned down, and they're trying to link it to it. And then she went missing. It's like, oh, okay, let's
Didn't that happen before though?
Maybe.
Like she went missing supposedly during one of the other movie releases.
Probably. Yeah. So now you have like The Conjuring 4 come out and you have all these things, and now randomly this guy just dies. Let me go ahead and pull up the article here for it. I did just have it. There we go.
It is weird. Like it's definitely weird. We need to see a cause of death. Like it's like, oh, he just had a brain aneurysm or something. It's like, that's definitely a little weird, but
yeah. So paranormal
is demon.
Yeah.
Oh, I was right. So, it is 54 years old.
54. You're right. Dan Revere, the organization's leader, dies at 54. And as you were saying, yep, you're 100% right. Where this person, I got Danny in here twice. Let me move the other Danny. 1 second. All right, so we got this person here, and the coroner has looked into it. There's, like you said, no cause of death. They don't know why this guy passed away, and it's just now it's going to be associated. Yeah, the coroner's office further added that Rivera's death was not suspicious, and that he was found alone in his hotel room. The Evening Sun reports. Let's see here. Rivera's death saying his integrity, creativity, and generosity defined him. Dan's passion. Like, I think it's all like it's just a happy coincidence.
Not a happy coincidence. Not a happy.
Oh, it's a happy coincidence. No, it's a happy coincidence for Hollywood. It's a happy coincidence for Hollywood.
Definitely for them. They're definitely gonna be like, oh yes, let's wouldn't it be some fuck shit if this guy wasn't actually like he's dead, like he definitely died, but like could you imagine if he this like, oh, and actually you got punked, Ashton Kutcher's right here, like
I wouldn't be surprised. That was the first thing that ran through my head. I'm not gonna lie, that this guy was alive, and they just posted something that he died. And
I'm gonna be so for real. This guy looks, like I said, prime age to have like just a random heart attack. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't care. Rest in peace. Like I hope he's doing better elsewhere. So.
Oh, look. So King Matthew is going. It's like, I didn't even know there was a real Annabelle doll. Yeah. So I'll pull it up on screen again. But the real Annabelle doll.
Yeah, it's not the porcelain doll either.
It's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yep.
Because again, if you're paying to go see this on tour, you're a sucker. You're a big fat sucker.
You can just buy one on eBay for $50. And then you have your own doll.
There's never any guarantee that you paying $200 to see this specific doll that it's going to be that doll. There's never a guarantee.
Yep. And I'll touch base. So the boys over at Watcher were talking about this, and you have Shane, you have Ryan, and they were explaining this to Steve and Yen over there.
Sorry about that.
Hey, We can hear you. We can hear you. Before I go into the story about Watcher and the Conjuring doll and Annabelle, any thoughts on this whole nonsense?
So I'm like this all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it's the same thing when people are like Ouija boards and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, even though I don't believe, there's a subconscious part of me that's like, nope.
I'm enough to try it. That's the thing. Like,
dude, no.
Oh, he just.
Oh, no!
Annabelle got him!
No!
I'm back. Yeah, Annabelle got me. You see that? Old girl. No, I think what it is that there's all these logical things that happen. Annabelle wasn't there at the current location and it caught fire, so obviously everyone wants to do so. Oh, look what happened. It's like if she was there and it caught fire and everything burned down except for her, different story.
Yep. Exactly.
She's just sitting in the middle of the rubble, just
dude. Yeah, just like
it's like all right.
See, that's a real like fuck no moment. Like,
yep.
But like
that, I'd be like hell nah. But nah, man. I think this whole thing, and it could be a coincidence that he did. It could be a coincidence that he could have just like preconditions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like what's it called? Genetic predisposition.
Someone's gonna look deeper into this, and they're gonna find out that he had like some kind of heart problem, or like he just like had some like sleep apnea problem. Like it's.
Maybe
I know we want it to be scary, ghosty story, whatever, not. But
I think none of us here want it to be that.
Okay. Yeah. Well then, good. You're good.
We just
Let this man rest in peace. Stop milking this man for news.
What if? Like I'm gonna do I'm gonna down a very morbid road here. What if somebody poisoned this guy?
Yeah, that could be.
Right, that could happen. Like somebody could off this guy and to have it more of a build up going into Conjuring 4.
With everything that we've seen come out in recent celebrity politics, I wouldn't even say that that's far of a stretch.
After everything with like God rest his soul, Matthew Perry, obviously there's no one else involved with these things. Obviously.
Listen, or you want to get even worse, Dave. And I hate to be this guy, so please forgive me. Or he just faked his death like Tupac.
Yeah, that's what Lucas was saying. Yeah, he faked
that's what I said.
Yeah, that's what
I didn't hear you guys.
Yeah,
I didn't hear you guys because I was trying to fix this thing. But
I was gonna say I ain't saying nothing about nobody faking no death.
all of a sudden, he's at the movie premiere under a different name. You're like, what?
Got you guys. Just a publicity stunt.
The movie based
around. It was me all along.
That's funny.
I would really hope that, like,
in all seriousness, rest in peace. Genuinely,
I will say that if this was a publicity stunt and he was playing into it and his family was playing into it, that's like some top tier wrestler kayfabe shit that that we've never seen before in the movie industry. So if that was real, like hats off to him. And then the ADHD brains over here, like, well, what the investigatory.
Actually,
at the same time, I really hope that this family is good processing their grief and not looking at the internet too much with all these theories because.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. That's gonna be worse than the whole Coldplay moment now.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to apologize.
Coldplay.
I want to apologize to the audience real quick. I'm getting ready to board a flight for my job, so I'm here at the Sky Lounge, being bougie and have a million people walking behind me. So
I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting so much enjoyment from seeing like every now and then there's just like a little kid that walks behind you and goes.
Yeah. You just gotta pay them no mind. Let them have their fun, man.
Of course. It's a beautiful scene. It's a beautiful scene. You could really
So before we talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer, but realistically, like the Watcher boys, Shane and Ryan went to see the Annabelle doll. And they said like the garage, the supposed museum in the Warrens Museum is like a little rundown like shed with all this stuff in there. And Shane's like, it's horrible in there. You think it's supposed to be really nice? It's horrible. And if you watch their shows, like Shane is a skeptic and he'll just go out there cursing at things and challenging things. And he was doing that with the Annabelle doll. And what they did was they tried to warn him because there's this big warning on the Warrens website saying that, oh, somebody came and saw Annabelle and tapped on the glass and said something nasty to him. And then on the way home, he died on a motorcycle accident. It's like, one, why are you putting that on your website? Like, why are you taking advantage of somebody's death and say, yeah, this person died because
of course there are going to be dumb motherfuckers like, well, I'm going to test that. Well, there's no way that's true.
They've already taken advantage of people's deaths. This is nothing new to them.
This is true. This is exactly true. And then, so I was doing the research for a video, and I was like, hey, 5 cases that we should see made into movies. And then I was doing the research, like, oh, all these cases are fake. So let me look into the motorcycle guy. No record of anybody ever dying.
No way.
Yeah, on a motorcycle right by that museum.
What do you fucking know? What do you fucking know?
So Shane was going on. He actually touched the glass, and they had to cut it out from the episode. They said that the Warrens, keepers, whoever's there, they reviewed every footage there, and they told them to take out certain things that it made it look like it was a hoax. So, like him tapping on the glass and tormenting it, they had to cut it out there. But he just started talking about it. It's like, okay, there you go.
Good. Well, I'm glad for good reason.
Yep.
Respectfully expose these people. They take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but you know what though?
It's fun. But
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna play devil's advocate as I always do. What if there's a conspiracy right behind it, and they don't want the town to have all those deaths listed and stuff like that due to this because it would drive people away, so they just clean it up. That'd be a good horror movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The horror movie is covering up.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Demonic.
You'd have to cut that dialogue bit where they start telling people about it.
No, like City Hall and stuff like that. Like they just cover it up and like, oh, these people are crazy. Don't pay them no mind, but it's actually real.
So speaking,
like the town and
speaking of that, since Oracle 684 seen that, and this was going to be our number 1 topic, it is the perfect segue into I Know What You Did Last Summer, because that's exactly what they did in the movie. They tried to cover up the entire murders that happened in the original film.
I didn't even see it. You see?
Yep. Yeah, and you hit it right on the head.
I love how it's always on accident too. Like it's never intentional, but we always find a way. Like we always find a way to segue into the next topic. I'm gonna be very clear, everyone. Like this, it's genuinely just an accident. Like none of us except for Dave has seen this movie.
None of us except for Noah are wearing glasses, so we don't even have that invisible teleprompter thing to tell us.
Exactly.
It's like a happy accident.
Yeah,
a happy accident, like Bob Ross.
So CG is asking, did the list disappear? So no. So like we've seen in a couple of horror movies before where they kind of try to cover up the original murder so people don't leave the town and becomes a tourist attraction. So that was one of the subplots in the movie. Macho Man's here. Is that they kind of hidden the murders from the original film.
Listen here, brother. Loud, if I wanted to watch Scream in 2025, I'd wait for Scream 7.
That's coming out next year.
That is the worst. Even better. I don't want. Listen to me carefully, okay? If Annabelle was here to I'm the intercontinental champion of the world. Intercontinental champion of the world.
I can't get too loud on the podcast. People are already looking at me like I'm nuts here at the airport.
To be fair, we are nuts. That's like I thought that was established.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So we're currently conspiracy theorizing about a quote unquote demonic doll that could have or potentially could not have killed somebody. Like,
well, I mean, at least you guys are doing it in the comfort of your own homes, and I'm doing it in public.
Yeah, and it's gonna get carried away when we start talking about Mortal Kombat. So King Matthew goes,
I'm gonna get right.
Oh yeah. He enjoyed I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025, better than Scream 5. And you know what? Hey, Nightmare Films, thanks for joining us, or Nightmare Files. I have to say, not better than Scream 5, but it is definitely better than Scream 6.
Okay.
All right. That's where I'm
everything's
going.
Everything's better than Scream 6.
I was about to say, because if you say it's better than Scream 5, then I unfortunately now have to see it. But
Yep.
You've solidified my stance.
Yeah, so like we were talking in the previous episodes, hey, the kills are going to be better. It's going to be a little bit bloodier. It's like, it was okay. Dialogue was pretty weak in the movie, but it all just falls off a cliff in the third act. The third act, the reveal that happens is not that fantastic. It's out there throughout the movie. And then it's like the final 5 minutes of the movie was reshot. Like it does not fit the entire first hour and 20 minutes of the movie the way it was done. And that kind of annoyed me a lot. I don't really want to dive into it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But yeah, the mid-credit scene, the actual ending of the scene after the reveals and stuff happens with the slasher, it just spoils the rest of the movie.
There's a mid-credit scene?
Yes, there's a mid-credit scene.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, it's not about one
Marvel
film
movie
when they
now?
make these. It's not about one movie. When they go into some of these movies, they go into it thinking, "Hey,
I know
we're
they're going
into
into. We're gonna make another one, but this one already kind of sounds mid as fuck.
Yeah. It was okay. The first two scenes, and then, like I said, it just goes off.
I knew as soon as I saw like all of the actors and everybody, and even you talking about it online about how it's gonna be like the goriest one, or like it's gonna be more gory than the first one. Then I knew it was gonna be underwhelming. I knew it was gonna be underwhelming.
Yeah, I will say this: the opening. Yeah, the opening of the scene and how they explain this all happening again. That was done really good. It's like they concentrated everything and making sure that the beginning half of the movie starts off good and why it's happening, and then they just couldn't finish it.
That's fair.
It's a shame, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, so, third act seemed to be where a lot of these 2025 movies seem to start. Like,
yeah, it's rushed. And I think that's it could be a studio trend too. Like you're rushing the endings and it just doesn't work because you're like, oh, I got this massive story going. Just if it's going to be 2 hours, just make it 2 hours. Don't cut it down and then screw the rest of your movie because you have to rush everything at the end.
Yeah, I mean, like I know you guys have your own thoughts on Superman, and this has nothing to do with that, that. But like that's why I kind of like that Superman is as long as it is. Though it still feels like a very fast movie. It's just like in that movie, certain things get to breathe a little bit longer. Granted, some a little bit longer than they should, but overall, I can definitely see where this movie would have issues. One, they have a massive returning cast, which is not bad. It's not bad, but it's also these people have been away from this franchise since it began. And again, it's like in my head, since I only have seen the first movie and I was very young when I saw it.
It's so mediocre.
It's to me, it's a worse version of Scream. And that's pretty much it.
That's a fair point. So King Matthews got some details for us. They had to rush it because the film was meant to come out last year. But Jennifer Love Hewitt delayed production by signing on late, which resulted in the film being delayed. Look, I didn't know that, but if you see the film, this definitely fits it because she's hardly in the movie. So if you're going to see the movie for her, she's not really in it. So
it goes figure because she's also one of the most prominently shown people in the promos for it.
Yep. Yeah. You almost have all of her screen time in the trailers.
Well, also because to be honest, I mean. I Know What You Did Last Summer was predominantly her. I mean, she's the Neve Campbell of I Know What You Did Last Summer. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so for her not to be in the full movie, like especially if you're doing a soft reboot, it's kind of sucks. But then now it makes sense though, Dave, that when you told me about the post-credit, mid-credit scene, no spoilers for anybody here, but now I know why they did it, even though it doesn't fit. Because of just this thing right here. So
yep.
Go figure. Go figure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I have to say. Like it makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't put a review up yet. I don't know if I'm gonna film a review for this one. But I would say it's hovering for me between 2.5 and 3 stars out of 5. That's where it's at. So it's not gonna go any higher than that. It may fall at 2.5, but it's not as bad as the movie I saw right before.
Fair. I mean,
gotcha.
That's coming from someone he's not gonna watch it.
He's so stupid. He's so stupid, bro.
All right. Well, speaking of movies, so all of us were talking last week about bringing back our rankings again, but we wanted to kind of make it a little bit more engaging. for everybody to do the rankings too.
Yes.
So we're talking about Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and doing that. And Noah and Lucas have recently been playing around with Discord and doing watch parties. So Noah and Lucas, you want to talk about how it went doing? Don't mention the movie, but talk about how that watch party recently went. We can't mention the movie, but go ahead and mention like the Discord, having people join on with you guys and having fun with everybody doing that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. It's fun to do. So we were watching the movie. We watched it a bunch of like friends and whatnot. So we were joking around and I think that's honestly what made the movie a more enjoyable experience while watching it as well, because we got to sit in the comfort of our own homes watching the movie, because we're not gonna it was like, I don't know, it was like we started the movie at like midnight or past midnight. So when we were done with the movie, it was past 2. So like, if we're all gonna go to someone's, we don't have to go to someone's house. We're all just hanging out. We're all watching the movie. So it was really fun. How it went, I mean, I don't think any of us really heard anybody else in the background or anything like that, or anybody else's movies in the background. It started out a little mess. It started out a little messy, but we eventually got it. We figured it out.
Yeah. So that's one thing with it. That like. So for these watch parties, it would more than likely be like we'd probably grab a couple of people or have like an open link that people can like join, and then we'll probably pick a few people out of the crowd that are like pretty vocal about the movies, and we'll see what their ideas on are while it's playing and whatnot, and like we'll try and interact as much as we can. The only problem is like the connectivity is a little iffy. So if you're going in to like actually watch these movies,
so
I would say this is not
stream it from someone's computer onto the Discord. There's got to be some way better that we can we can all watch it together in Discord without having to stream it from one person's Discord for everybody else, because it does get a bit it can get a bit choppy.
Yeah, I think the thing is, we just need someone to have a really good, stable Wi-Fi connection. But that's something that we can fix pretty easily. I can fix pretty easily.
Well, you always can do it this way too. So like, people will do the sync play. So it's like, all right, everybody at like 8:01 hit play if you own a copy of the movie.
Yeah, well, see, he says that's what we ended up doing. But in all reality, we ended up. Did we? Wait, I wasn't there.
Yeah, we did it. We did it for the stream watch party. We all said everyone.
We did that for the stream. We did that. Yeah.
Yep. So, and that's what a lot of other channels do too. So a lot of other channels do their live watch parties, and they just have everybody sync up a copy and then go from there.
Yeah, and that's just my only issue with that would be it's just a little harder to get everybody. Like, if we do have a pretty decent turnout, it's a little hard to get everybody right on that same play space.
That's true.
Which is why we would probably have to end up streaming it from someone's Discord, because then everybody is on the same time. It's just it might be a little choppy here and there, might have some audio issues. We're gonna try and work out as many of these bugs as we can with as many tests as we can before we start doing it. But
CG is down, so
yeah, we're definitely if you guys have some big bright ideas that you'd love to share with us, we're more than happy with any input on it. Especially when it does happen, because we'd love to talk to you about it. We can yap all day about movies. So,
yep. Alrighty, so let's move on to the Mortal Komabt trailer that dropped.
Yay!
Hopefully, Danny will get to talk about it. I know he was giving me some hell about it a little bit earlier today. I'm not gonna play a lot of it because every time I play these damn trailers, I get dinged for it. But we got Johnny Cage sitting in a bar here. It's not the Johnny Cage that we kind of expected. It's like old man Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
because they're playing into Carl Urban being older, which I understand, but it's still stupid considering they also didn't de-age him for these movies that he starred in either.
Yeah,
and it also just doesn't make sense, because how is he going to be a love interest for Sonya? How is he going to continue down these movies? As being like the main, because Johnny Cage is like supposed to be the main character of sorts of this franchise, of the Mortal Kombat franchise. It just doesn't make sense. Like, if you're gonna choose an older actor, you should have chose someone who looked younger and basically plays the part in, I don't know, a WWE sense, like I don't know, the fucking Miz. The Miz.
Yep, that's what Danny was saying.
No disrespect to Carl Urban, but like,
yep.
I just don't care. Like, he's a big name, but the Miz as an could have encompassed this as an actor, and the Miz can't act. We've seen him in movies; he can act.
Yep.
I don't know.
So, and my biggest issue with these Mortal Kombat movies is, unfortunately, I'm a big fat fucking nerd for Mortal Kombat, and I know far too much about everything there is to know about Mortal Kombat. And seeing the last movie hurt. It hurt as a Mortal Kombat fan.
God awful.
It was an interesting direction if it was anything but Mortal Kombat, but it was not Mortal Kombat.
Killing Goro with a no-name character that you introduce in a movie is disgusting.
Yeah, no, to a certain extent, neither were the ones that came out in the 90s. The first one that came out was a pretty damn good representation of what Mortal Kombat was at the time. But what we need now is a really good representation of what Mortal Kombat is right now. And not like Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 11. I'm talking like from Mortal Kombat fucking, what is it? Mortal Kombat 1 through 3, Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, the reboot timeline, and then you go even further.
Take forever.
It would. But that's the thing. If they want to build a franchise off these movies, which they obviously do, that's the way to go about it. Because you
could probably start this like if
they should do the movie. They should do the movie from, I think it's Mortal Kombat 10 when they rebooted it. Is it 10 or 11 or 9? No, 9.
Yeah, that's what I said.
When they
started
rebooted
at
9 is also a fantastic
and they went through
jumping off
all the way up with some different changes than the original.
Exactly my thoughts.
Canon.
Modernized it.
That'd be a good movie to start on.
That was
because then you see the ending of where Shao Kahn kills everybody, and when he goes to kill Raiden, then it goes all the way back to Mortal Kombat 1 when Raiden has the vision of the future.
Yep,
that'd be hella dope.
The only problem I have with that is that we don't get anything.
Everyone froze. I think it's my internet, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're frozen. But so I take it that none of us are happy, or none of you guys are happy with the layouts of some of these scenes here and stuff like that.
It looks cool, but it doesn't. Baraka being in it is cool. You know, I love Baraka, like shit, but it just I don't give a shit. Like I just don't care.
Baraka looks really bad. Baraka looks really.
He does.
Bad.
The whole thing looks like trash.
Coolest part of this trailer.
Yeah, that thing with
Sindel being in this movie is fantastic, I guess.
And Kano once again is probably gonna be the best part of this film.
I'm not sure how I feel about Bald Jade. Kano already being dead, and from what me and Noah conversed about separately a different time, I think he mentioned something that they might be going to hell to get Kano back. I don't like that.
That's my theory, because why the hell else is Johnny Cage fighting with him? And why is Scorpion there showing up to slice someone in half? I think that Johnny Cage is there helping him because Sonya Blade and Raiden are sending him to get him as a warrior to help. They start getting overwhelmed, and then Scorpion shows up and assists them both. And they're
gonna make Scorpion a good guy.
Yes, they are. They are. We've seen that.
Scorpion is technically a good guy.
They advertise Scorpion as one of the main characters in the trailer of the first movie, and then he's in it at the very beginning and very end, and that's it. And now he's gonna be a high tier hero in this movie, and then they're probably gonna end up killing him. And I think that I just laid out an entire scene for this movie that's coming up, and it's gonna be stupid. We don't even get Quan Chi. I don't care about Jade being bold, but we don't get Quan Chi. We don't get Shao Kahn being in it's cool. Like that's whatever, but I know this movie doesn't seem like I'm just gonna go play the games again. Like, why am I gonna watch this? That doesn't excite me.
Yeah, no. So
dude,
is that Sub-Zero?
I fear. It's not that I fear, but
no, that's Sub-Zero in Hell.
Yeah.
No, in Hell is Sub-Zero, but then you see it's actually Noob Saibot. He's Noob Saibot in another realm in the trailer.
Wow.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, wait, and here's the deal. I have no idea. I have no idea. This whole thing with Mortal Kombat sucks. They're doing nostalgia bait by making it look more like the actual video games and whatnot. But it's not a good movie, and I don't think this one's going to be good either. Baraka looks terrible. Jade looks terrible. The best thing about that trailer was Scorpion's original "Get Over Here" from the game. That was awesome. Other than that, man, I mean, Scorpion being Spider-Man and swinging all around the Netherrealm, don't like that. You know, like, what are we doing?
He literally has a way of traversing. He teleports.
It's literally a part of his moveset when you're fighting. Like half of it,
like the
half
first
of what makes
move
his
that
attacks
everybody
overpowered
learns
is that
as
he teleports.
Scorpion because it's so
all right.
overpowered. Okay.
All right. So we got a question there. So, question: how are we feeling about Johnny Cage? So, Danny, go ahead, go first, because she might be jumping off. Oh,
yeah. So yeah, I'm boarding the airplane now. No, did you lose me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
All right. So the deal is that I love Keith Urban. I think he's an incredible actor and stuff like that. But to have old man Johnny Cage in this movie is ridiculous. That's just in my opinion.
It's a disservice to a main character like that.
The Miz was a perfect fit for Johnny Cage. He was a perfect fit. And then they went with Keith Urban. And then I'm like, I get it. So you're doing that. He's an old, washed up actor, cool, whatever. God, what are we doing?
Which Johnny Cage never even accepted in the movie.
By the way, they also already did that in the very first Mortal Kombat movie.
He's all washed.
All right,
he trainer. You feel?
Danny, we lost you, Danny. Yep, I knew he was going out. So we'll say goodbye to him if he bumps in. But yep, there he is. So Danny, I don't know how much more we'll be able to hear you if you can hear us, but you were cutting in and out as you were fading off. So if you can hear us, thank you for joining us while you're jumping on the plane to DC.
Be safe. Don't die in a big metal tube.
Oh my God.
Yep, he's on mute too. So all right, so he may pop in, but no, what do you think about Johnny Cage? You hate him?
I think that I already went on my tangent about the Miz, so with that which was what Danny was saying, and to add to that, it's not like the WWE is even utilizing the Miz in any storylines. They're not utilizing him, so he has the free time, and we know that Street Fighter is getting all these goddamn WWE wrestlers that don't really fit the roles to play these characters in the Street Fighter movie. So it's like, why not lend out the Miz? Why not even extend the phone call out to the Miz to do this? Because we know he can act. He's great on the fly. So I don't know. And he's a wrestler, so he trains for this kind of stuff.
Yep. And he looks like him.
Like Danny said, no disrespect to Carl Urban, great actor, love him in The Boys. I don't understand why we have to have a washed up Johnny Cage. I think it's so stupid.
Well, then it's like a one and done, right? If you're building a franchise around this character, it's like a one and done because you have an aging Johnny Cage in there.
Yeah, like he was popular in the 90s, and now he's out
at the end of this
movie, and now he's like 40 or 50 years old, or however you want to portray him in this movie, and then I don't know. I don't enjoy the direction that the trailer is taking him in, especially when I saw the teaser of just his just the Johnny Cage trailer of his movies. That looked really cool. Even though you could see that Carl Urban Johnny Cage is old in those trailers. And then you see the full trailer and it's like, well, that's fucking stupid. So not a fan.
Yeah, no, the only thoughts I have for this movie are realistically, what are they doing not making Liu Kang the main character like he should be? They started this franchise already off with a completely new main character that I doubt we're gonna see even 5 minutes of in this new movie.
He's gonna be in every part, but have no substantial role. That's the thing. He's gonna be a part of a team that's doing their own thing, and he's just gonna be there with his arms crossed, talking about the plan and not actually helping.
And then now we have Johnny Cage, which he's a main character in some ways, yes, but he's still very much a side character in the story of Mortal Kombat. The story of Mortal Kombat's always been about Liu Kang, the Chosen One, defeating Shao Kahn, defeating Shang Tsung, then defeating Shao Kahn, and Mortal Kombat and saving Earthrealm. And I don't know why we don't have that. Like, I don't know why they didn't just make Cole's character Liu Kang. I don't know why they didn't just have Liu Kang
in this already.
Yeah, I know, because Shang Tsung's already fucking dead.
I forgot they killed Shang Tsung.
So
Oh yeah, and wasn't it Scorpion and the rando guy that killed Shang Tsung?
No, that was Sub-Zero. That was Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero killed
Scorpion and Jake.
I remember this movie. Like, it makes no sense at all.
Yeah. So
CG doesn't think we're getting a third one. That's probably where Liu Kang's story would be in the third one.
I doubt
it.
I doubt
it. Danny.
That's Danny.
Why is the plane smoking?
It's this pool and oxygen, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
all
right. So what I was saying was this. I got cut. And especially in the trailer. He's
You sound like a robot, dude.
And now you're muted.
You sound like a robot, brother. I think your internet is crapping out on you. I guess the thumbs up was nope, wait, he's back. Danny?
This internet is terrible here, man.
Yeah. I say go ahead with your closing statements. We'll let you go then. Your closing statements. No closing statements. He can't even hear us.
Bye, Danny.
Have a safe flight, man.
Mwah.
Let's see in there. We got Oracle 684. He was going that Katana looked awesome in the trailer. Anybody?
Katana does look great. Katana does look great.
Let's see him with Sindel.
Liu Kang looks great. Sindel.
Oh my god, great. The dragons, bro.
Cybot looks great. All of these cool characters that the movie should be focusing on, other than Johnny fucking Cage in his fucking, I'm assuming, 50s. Like, and again, why do we have a Johnny Cage in his 50s? We haven't gotten to see Johnny Cage as the cocky dickbag that he is. Yeah. So he doesn't get to deserve this character growth that the movie is going to try and force on us, because it's all going to be told to us how much of a dick he was.
Yeah, you know what? This is a movie that's maybe made I would say maybe made for fans, because then the fans they'll know the backstory of the character, and it's like, oh, okay, well the character was like this in the movie.
This is disrespecting the story of these. Like, we understand the backstory is disrespecting them, though. And like, this feels less like we're going through the actual storyline of the games, and more like we're going through the tower storylines of each character when you're like doing those.
I hate it.
Like,
so
it's
much.
like that's what it feels like. It feels like you're going through like the tower, like I can't remember like the actual like game mode, but like when you're going through each character's tower challenges.
Yep. Look at
and then at the end it gives you a little description as to what happens after you complete the challenges. Like, it's so stupid.
Yep. Yeah. CG like they're taking a character from the games and doing the journey. That's what they should have done in the first one. Second movie, Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. Third one, they team up to beat the main villain. Yep.
Yeah, why did they have Scorpion kill Sub-Zero in the first fucking movie? Why, if they knew that they were going to be building a franchise off of these characters that are supposed to have a long-seated hatred for each other, why would they not drag this out so that they can actually make money off of it?
They're going to introduce his brother early.
No, see, that's my thing. I don't think they're going to introduce Kuai Liang at all. I don't think they're going to introduce the new Sub-Zero at all. We haven't seen him ever. We don't even know if Kuai Liang exists.
I don't know. I don't know how faith. I have
Sub-Zero that we are looking at is named Bi-Han. He's the older brother. He's the first Sub-Zero in the Mortal Kombat timeline, sort of. And his little brother, Kuai Liang, becomes the second Sub-Zero and the more prominent Sub-Zero that we know for the complete rest of the timeline. So them doing them killing Bi-Han in the first movie would make sense if now we get to see Kuai Liang in the new movie. But I doubt we're gonna fucking see it because we haven't seen anything but fucking Bi-Han.
Tell us how you feel. tell us how you feel. Like I thought this looks better than the last one, so that's where I'm at with it. Will I go to the theaters and see it? I highly doubt I'll go see it.
I
don't even think we saw the first one in theaters.
Wait, no, the first one released on streaming services.
Oh
yeah, because it was during the pandemic. So it's like, and then it just got so shit bombed with everybody talking about how bad it was. And it's like, oh, even if it goes to theaters, I don't want to see it. And that's kind of where I fit with this one too. It's like I don't want to see it in the theaters. You know,
the very few things that I am excited for in this movie are Shao Kahn, because he's played by a fucking massive dude, and I don't even care if he's a bad actor. Shao Kahn does not have to be acted well. He just has to be physically imposing and good. Like,
all you have to do is yell and then beat people.
I'm a big fan of the first Shao Kahn that was in the second Mortal Kombat movie, because he was horrible, but he felt like Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for Shao Kahn. I'm excited for Katana's like genuine like good look. Like this is one of her best costumes that I've seen in any Mortal Kombat media. And Noob Saibot, though I don't like that they keep on, milking the whole Bihan Scorpion thing or Sub-Zero Scorpion thing. I cannot complain with a Noob Saibot placement. He's one of the coolest characters in the entire franchise. Other than that, I've heard that Kintaro, the like tiger version of Goro, is going to be in this movie. Johnny Cage is really just rough on me, man. They should have picked someone. And again, like, we love Carl Urban. The Boys is great. But they really should have not shot themselves in the foot and had someone who fits the role, and that actually can be a love interest to Sonya and whatnot. Johnny Cage is not going to be a main
character or really utilized in the third movie if they make one.
Yeah, no, very doubtful.
It's because I think that the people in the comments and us here are figuring it out, that they're gonna go a character by character basis, and next story
this is my
going
thing.
Liu Kang.
I'm super worried that they're gonna try and introduce the Kombat Kids, which is the new line of Mortal Kombat characters that they made in with Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11 and all those. I'm really worried that they're gonna try and introduce those guys in the third movie.
Yeah, Uber Juice is going. I just want to hear them scream Mortal Kombat, and then I'll be good.
Like, why can't we just have a tournament movie? Like, what's wrong with us having a Mortal Kombat tournament movie? Like, where we see Raiden go and collect all of these different like people and bring them to the island to fight Shang Tsung's fighters. And
what's wrong with like just throw it in the like if you're going to make a movie based off of a video game that introduced a rating system, but also has some of the deepest lore I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Like, there's so much lore that takes place before the first video game. Like, it's crazy.
Upon novels.
It's crazy. Like, even if you go just based off the video game lore, there's so much. There's so much you could do, and they're just taking the ideas from, like, because they're taking old Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X and introducing him into a Mortal Kombat 9 storyline. Or a Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3 storyline. Like,
he said it. Yeah. He said it. Thank you, Danny.
What we need is a movie. Not the movie. The lore
is
that
so Lucas
deep.
And I talk about extensively, and I think you and I have talked about this too. About like with Resident Evil as well. It's like, why do we keep getting movies when these games are like it's like 20 hours or more
format
of gameplay?
For like TV for television.
They're long games.
Like, they would make great movies if they made them correctly, but they're absolute peak format for a television series. If there was a Mortal Kombat television series that focused on the tournaments and then going forward in the lore, I would watch the fuck out of that.
Well, why don't you?
Oh my God, could you imagine the camera cuts to, like, you have the story and then it cuts into like people fighting in a side scroller type fashion? That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool.
But you could do the TV show with the tournament and then lead it up to the story playing out in the movie.
Yeah, that would work. I'd be okay with that.
We could even do it where it doesn't even necessarily in the whatever TV show. We don't need the tournament. They could make a TV show literally just based around Raiden, and that would make so fucking much money that it's unbelievable, because Raiden has extensive amounts of lore just about him. and the Elder Gods and everything about the whole cosmic side of fucking Mortal Kombat. That is a beautiful way to introduce everything without people feeling like, oh my gosh, this is too much, because it would be Raiden, the Elder, and it would be his journeys before he starts collecting people for Mortal Kombat tournaments. And maybe we even see some older Mortal Kombat tournaments, because these have been going on for thousands and thousands of years.
That makes sense. That'd be good. That'd be really good.
I think the best way to
we get to see the great Kung Lao, who is the very first Earthrealm fighter that ever won a Mortal Kombat tournament.
Here's how I'll kind of end off my opinion. I have yet to see really a video game adaptation that I can genuinely say was a success. I'm not excited to see this, and I have no intention on watching it in theaters. I have no intention on watching the Netflix's adaptation of Assassin's Creed that they just announced until I see a review on it, because I like that fucking sucked too. Like, that movie sucked too. So, and that was a complete disrespect to like the whole
segue. Look, another segue. Can they get it right? Right. So the segue that we were going to talk about is perfect. Can they get video game movies right? Is this like?
I won't.
Go ahead.
I won't even say no. I think that it is very possible, because when you have people like I can't remember the name of the Star Killer and the voice actor of Maul, but him talking about Star Wars on podcast, Freddie Prinze Jr. talking about Star Wars and wrestling on podcast. You have Henry Cavill talking about superhero and video game concepts. There's a very real possibility that we can get amazing story. Like, I got the mic in my hand. Yes, it's very real and very possible that we can. But we get all these people who are like, oh yeah, I played these video games growing up. I grew up. I love these games. Like, okay, tell me something about it that you actually loved, and then show me that you actually love this video game without butchering it. Because we get people who they either hire and know nothing about it, or they say that they know and have played these games growing up, and then just completely butcher it. Like, Master Chief takes his helmet off in the Halo series in the first fucking episode. He doesn't take off his helmet. Like, that's the whole thing.
Don't remind me.
Like the fact that Disney paid more tribute and respect to Mandalorians in The Mandalorian, and Pedro Pascal still ended up taking off his mask in the first season. Like,
okay. No. That's a completely different example.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he took his mask off, but it was still something completely different. They played it out well for the story. There's
that made sense.
Reason why Master Chief was taking his mask off for this. It was so stupid. Uncharted. You cast Tom Holland. I'm sorry, Tom Holland's. Yeah. You cast it. Like, you had Nathan Fillion when he was younger.
Video game adaptation
Mark Wahlberg
up
could
there.
have still done it because he still does action movies, but like, I don't know. Like, no, nothing has like super excited me. Sonic, the first movie is really good. I haven't seen 2 or 3, but
2 or 3 are good. Really 2 or 3 are pretty damn good.
Like,
So that's the question.
Possible.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
I haven't seen it personally.
It's fantastically. It is so fantastically in the realm of possibility. It really just comes down to ignorance. It comes down to ignorance and not actually being connected with the actual like fan bases. And like, I understand a lot of people like, you don't want to be too connected to the fan base because a lot of people have unrealistic expectations. Like, no, a lot of people have very realistic expectations, and the expectations are, don't fuck with the story because it's good.
Yep.
It's like the whole thing that made these games so popular was the story.
Yeah.
Like,
for Sonic, the whole reason that Sonic was popular is because he's a little fucking blue hedgehog that ran around, but they even managed to build off of that very bare bones story and still make it a faithful adaptation of what Sonic the Hedgehog is.
Yep.
And that's why all 3 of those movies, and I enjoyed all 3 of those movies, they're good movies. And I can watch those without even knowing what Sonic is and enjoy it.
Yep. So look, Uber Juice has got that question out there. So what's up there? What do you think? What's up with Sonic?
Not much. We've had piles upon piles of shit.
You're thinking of Mario, right?
No, Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, the first one. It's a very good example. However, I will say if we're talking about remaining faithful to the games, that's a little bit of a different story.
Adapted the 8-bit idea of him running on an island.
Well, yeah, no, but like,
whatnot.
I mean, obviously they kept the whole idea of him running, but Silent Hill is a very story-driven game, so that's where like the
keep in mind, Sonic got bullied into changing major aspects of the game of the movie that were very expensive to fix. So like, it's just like that movie almost bombed. Like we need to remember this franchise almost did not happen because they almost
that's
fucked
where they
hardcore.
swatched gears and they actually like, oh my god, people hate this. Let's figure out how to fix it for them.
Silent Hill was not fucking
The first
trash.
one was okay. The first one was good.
It's great.
That's where my only critique of it is I wish that it followed the story of the Silent Hill game more closely. But that's just my thing. Like it's still a good movie otherwise.
The only adaptation I'm willing to give a chance that is like being announced is the Legend of Zelda one, and that is because the characters are in the right age range. They look like the cast, they look like the characters, and I've never played a single Legend of Zelda game, so I'm not invested in the characters. But I know that the Legend of Zelda games are very visually stunning. So if the live action adaptations are not visually stunning, like that's my big thing. Like if those movies,
if it looks like the fucking Mario movie, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Well, live action though, it's a live action adaptation.
But like
if they choose like to do,
if it's anything within the realm of what we've seen with any like other video game movies that have unfortunately come out in recent times, other than Sonic, it's going to be disappointing because, like you said, Legend of Zelda, that breathtaking visuals is a very big part of it, but it's also like the story of Legend of Zelda is also very important. The other thing is though, the Legend of Zelda continuity is really fucky. So that's like where they'd have to for them to make a comprehensive story of Legend of Zelda, they'd have to either pick one solid iteration of Link to go off of, or they'd have to try and meld all of them together, and that's where it would get really messy.
I also don't know if we know this, but Dead by Daylight is getting a live action adaptation for a film, and that's another that and Phasmophobia. What is the goddamn point? Why am I going to watch people build repair generators in an enclosed space, running from a killer, and then getting in? Like that's the whole point of the game. There's no story.
Yeah, the sad part about video game movies is I can name so many bad ones than I can name good ones. You got House of the Dead, you got Doom, you got Max Payne.
Movie?
Yep.
The House of the Dead.
Yeah,
Doom has one redeeming scene in the entire 90-minute run of that entire movie.
Aren't they making another one? Like, didn't they announce a Doom movie?
They want
as well?
to.
Am I going
they
crazy?
want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Another thing
it's probably
going
to be
to
through
fail
Amazon.
on.
Yeah, you got World of Warcraft you can throw in there. There's so many horrible video games they can't get right. It's like I'm afraid for them to touch it. Like I would like to see Gears of War make it to the movies, but they'll probably screw that up.
They are talking about it. Amazon. Okay, so what I will say, Amazon is like my one saving fucking grace at this goddamn moment in time. Amazon movies and television in particular.
They really do produce some good stuff. So I will say that. Yeah.
With some recent things that have come out, there's an anthology TV show along the same lines of Love, Death, and Robots, if you watch that on Netflix, called Secret Level, where they do a whole bunch of different video games. They recently, I think my favorite episode was the Warhammer episode because it was badass. I highly recommend you guys watch it. It has some really cool horror elements if you guys want to like dip your toes into that. But like Amazon, a lot of these like video game adaptations that I'm excited for are getting announced that they're going on Amazon. Like Henry Cavill doing a live action Warhammer series. They're possibly getting the guy that plays Kratos in the games to play Kratos in a live action series. I mean, other than that, like we've heard a whole bunch about like more indie games. Obviously, Invincible's going really well. It's not a video game, but it's an adaptation of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really only have faith in what Amazon is doing because it seems like they're just throwing money at creators that actually have an idea about something that could be good.
Here's my thought on it, right? Like, what I, as a gamer who would love to just like, a part of me would love to see like the successful live action adaptations or even animated adaptations for video games that I grew up loving and cherishing, if they're done correctly, sure. But at the same time, so many of these things that they want to adapt from video games into movies already themselves play out as very beautiful stories that you can play in the video game. And yeah, I get it. Video games are not super cheap. But I don't know. And like, I know some people aren't video game motivated, but there are different difficulties for that. And like, you're getting so much more out of a video game anyways. Like so when I played Resi 2 on my channel for to stream with the people, I think it's 8 episodes and each episode's like an hour long. So and I'm pretty sure like I cut a whole bunch of shit out and I accidentally used things from like DLCs that made it very easy for me because I was an idiot. But like these games are designed to play as playable movies, and they are successful because of the stories and because of the way that they play. So I don't see the need for these movies to be made. But that's that's just my opinion. I think that they can do well as just continuing to put all the effort into the video games that they're currently making. Like I'm really excited for Resident Evil 9. I don't give a fuck about the new Resident Evil movie that they announced because I'm pretty sure they said that there's going to be a sequel. I don't care at all. I want the new game. That's all I care about. I want to see the new game. I could care
less about a Resident Evil movie in these days.
Like I just don't care. Like I'd much rather see the movie or play the games than watch anything that they're going to make and ruin.
Yeah, here's where I would put my counterpoint to that is like I feel like this conversation would be different is if we did have these good, like if we did have good adaptations of these things, like if we did have really decent adaptations of these movies that actually stayed faithful and they were good for the fans, they were good for newcomers, like and they were able to find that good balance, we'd be having a completely different conversation because oh my god, imagine if the first like the Assassin's Creed movie with Michael Fassbender did well and it was actually a good movie. I would have cried. Michael Fassbender in the Assassin's Creed franchise is awesome. Like that's such a cool idea. I love Michael Fassbender. He's such a good looking dude. He's a great actor, but that movie is so bad.
I will say
like
Assassin's
Doom
Creed as a franchise has gotten pretty meh as well.
Prince of Persia is another one, right? So there's another game they destroyed in movie format, Prince of Persia. So
Prince of Persia.
Oh Doom, you choose to make Prince of Persia Jake Gyllenhaal, the prince of
as a child knowing nothing about that movie is nothing but fun times. As an adult knowing everything really about that game.
I played the game. I have the game. The movie wasn't exceptional though. The movie was
No, I know, but seeing it as a kid, seeing that movie as a kid was a fun time. But as you grow up and you actually like start learning about these franchises that you're like, oh, I thought that was just a movie.
Yeah.
Like, no. There's actually fantastic content.
The movie was so bad that it ruined the idea that it was also a game.
It killed the franchise.
It killed the franchise. It killed the gaming franchise.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Doom.
Like you want to make an adaptation of a video game into a movie, Bionicle, or I think it's called Bionicle with like the guy with the bionic arm from Capcom.
See,
that would be
and
cool.
Here's another thing. Unfortunately,
Dead Rising?
we have these horrible ass, game movies, but from those, like the Doom movie killed the Doom franchise because after the Doom movie came out, they made Doom 3 and Doom 3 sucked. It's still bad. Like there's no optimization that Xbox One can do to fix that game. It's awful.
Animated make it
yeah, that'd be cool, but like so what happened then is after Doom 3 flopped, like we get flash forward 2016, then Doom 2016 comes out, and that is by far the best Doom game in the new line of games that
Doom 2016.
Out.
Are you even like you prefer to Eternal?
Oh, I prefer to Eternal heavy.
So
but yeah, no, it's like it's one of those things where we have to take that unfortunate bad for them to like revitalize it sometimes.
It is the night of segues. So we got a question to segue us into our next topic. So I like to see Netflix do a video game adaptation and apply the interactive thing. Don't know what it is called, but viewers can choose what the character will do. They did before. It'll feel more like a video game and give the viewers
Until Dawn.
Yep. That video game feel at the same time. So this is why it's a segue, right? So I agree. I don't know whatever happened to the interactive thing that they were doing Netflix until recently when we started looking into doing our own short film, which that is our next topic, which is Alice from the Book of Ethel. So I just got the temporary poster shown there for right now. So what happened to the interactive thing?
Though. I love that poster.
Thank you very much. So
Telltale. Telltale died, and then everybody saw that it was not profitable.
Nope. So
That's
the
not even why Telltale died, though.
Yeah, no. The interactive thing on Netflix is where you can go and choose your story-based idea for it to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Well,
no, that's what I'm talking about. Telltale dropped Minecraft, the Telltale series, on Netflix, and it was doing well until Telltale went bankrupt, and then Netflix saw that Telltale went basically bankrupt, and
that wouldn't make sense, and why that would be a segue, right? Because I'm not going to talk about Telltale Games. We're talking about the independent short film that we're working on that
that's fair. I'm just giving the logical answer.
Well, the logical answer is wrong, and here's why. So, at the event that the three of us went to talk and network with other filmmakers in the area, we met a producer who owns the production studio, which I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to out them, but they own a production studio that developed the logic and the functionality on how to choose your own endings and stuff like that, and the story-based mode. They developed it because they are friends of the people that made the books of Choose Your Own Ending and how that Choose Your Own Adventure, right? They were hacked by Netflix, who then lifted the software from them and got in trouble, not by that company, because they didn't want to get blackballed in Hollywood, because they developed the logic and they said, hey, if we would run after Netflix, they would just bury us because we're a smaller studio, even though we developed. They got in trouble with the people that actually created Choose Your Own Adventure book stories, who had to deal with the production company to develop that logic. And then they came knocking at the door. It's like, hey, you can't do that. We have the rights to that. So that's why you don't see it no more.
So that Bandersnatch thing that was on Netflix, like that. So I knew about the copyright from the books that you're referring to, and then I was a part of that conversation that at the event. I don't know if Lucas was, but we were talking to that person, and then they told us about that. It doesn't surprise me that big media industries like that, like big industry, like would do something like that. It doesn't surprise me at all. It really doesn't. I mean, we've seen companies do this to other companies all the time. We see them doing it all the time. So it's such bullshit, and it's also such bullshit to know that this company knew that they could do nothing about it because they were such a smaller company, and even knowing too, like, because we also know that this company worked with Netflix, and that is why they were able to get into the software of this other company, was because they were working together, and then they took advantage and then took that software, and it's just fucking trash. It's such garbage.
Yep, it's crazy. Yep, Uber Juice. Yep, damn is right. So that really brings us into that topic. So the independent short film, right now where we got it standing. So it is Alice from the Book of Ethel. How the origin of that screenplay that Noah wrote based off the short story that I wrote is it's based off of a novel based on inspired by real events around the Ouija board game that happened back when I was a teenager, and the strange events that happened around it. So obviously it's inspired by, so we're embellishing all the stories that come along with it, and we're going to have some short stories that will actually tie into an anthology film, and then we're going to have a feature-length film. So we have our director, we have our special effects artist, we have our director of photography, we have our lead actress who's in the movie Stream, we have our co-lead in the movie who is in Home Alone and Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. We have essentially almost our whole entire cast rounded out, and we have our entire crew rounded out. Marcus is working on the budget for that. So once we get the budget in there, so hopefully in the coming weeks, we'll have an announcement of like, hey, we have a start date, then when we can go film. But last weekend, Noah and I did some location scouting, and we looked at a house where we're possibly going to film at, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's a pretty exciting time.
I think the best part about it is like, so we're talking about scenes that are, so I mean, this is not spoiling anything, but like we're talking about scenes that might involve, like need like fogness, but we're location scouting in the Poconos. So they were talking about, oh, we could use things like to make is like, we just wait for the right time to film, and there will be more than enough fog. Just got to give some time, and we'll get some free fog up in this bitch. So, but yeah, the location and I think it's crazy. Like it is almost like 100% perfectly matching every scene in interior and exterior to the script that we need. Maybe like a few little small tweaks here and there that we can fix with some curtains and whatnot. But we're getting close, guys. We're having some fun, and we don't know when it's coming out. And we also don't know where it'll be coming out yet. We're gonna be doing some film festival. We're working on that stuff now to talk to investors and film festivals to figure out where it's gonna be premiering. I think it'd be so great, like personally, because working at the Regal up by where we live, and also going to see, we know the people there. At the very least, getting it to show up at this Regal over here would be really cool. I don't know if they would do that, but I'm not sure yet. Stay tuned, and you'll find out.
Yeah, I will tell you this. Marcus has has connections with various festivals and some of the bigger horror conventions. So one of the ones that he was mentioning was Days of the Dead in Texas.
He mentioned that to me as well.
So locally, go ahead.
We won't be going to Texas for that one.
Oh, we may have to take a trip to Texas. It's not that bad of a flight either. But
it's a bad
3-day drive if you guys want to have fun.
Yeah. So
I'm not taking a flight.
This guy.
So that's it. So we're working on that. So that's why some of the content is a little bit slower on YouTube, because of the board game, the film, and stuff like that. And then just changes in my own personal life just makes things a lot more complicated. So that's why what's going on. So hopefully by the end of this year, you'll have a board game out from us. You'll hear about the movie coming out from us, and then we'll be throwing on our Facebook channel probably Lucas's band pretty more often. Like we have a whole show that's recorded, so we definitely want to throw that up there.
I think an important way to lay this out is our podcasts have changed a little bit, because we're with just like typically doing news, because we're all focusing our attention on building more stuff for ourselves and for the channel right now, because Lucas just did a live performance for his for Crybaby Cult, which was a lot of fun. There was a full recording of that, which we talked about, which would be going up. The movie, the board game, we've been talking a lot with different other movies that are coming out and potentially working on those as well. And then also we're planning stuff for the channel as well. Because I see a lot of, we talked about Annabelle and doing all that stuff. We are planning ghost hunting soon, and we've been talking about a lot of paranormal stuff. So it's pointing out we're doing paranormal stuff soon. We have a couple of other, we talked about doing the Discord watch parties, and there's been a couple other things we've been talking about that are also in the works. So it's kind of like
we can talk about some.
So I think where we're at right now with what we're talking about, give him a little dangle, and give him a little, keep him enthralled, right? But also, the best way to look at it is that it's like kind of like a tsunami, right? Like the tide is coming in.
I'll put it in the comment for you.
And then it's just going, and then you're gonna get a whole bunch. And then we're gonna have a fun time of doing a whole bunch of new ideas and seeing what you guys like. That's the big thing. I know, because like sometimes, like especially when I'm watching people that I like on YouTube, when we're kind of like where we're at right now, it's like, oh, are they stepping back or we losing interest? No, we are absolutely not losing interest. We're just we're working on more stuff for the channel, and we're getting more invested into the channel.
We're not stepping back for those reasons. We just slowed down because our net has gotten bigger, and we're working on a lot more projects and creative projects that are out there. So our time is limited.
In fact, I just went back to retail after being done with the script, and it's like, all right, I want to make some more money. And I had this thought while at work, is like, yeah, this is not for me. Like I'm so good. Like I'm even doing part-time now. I was typically just managers, like doing management, and now I'm just doing part-time. Now even this is like, I fucking hate this. Like this is like, and not in the sense like it's just like a bad job. It's just like it's meant for a very specific type of person. I applaud the people that can just sit through and do this type of work, but this is not what I can sit through and do for the rest of my life. This is where I'm at right now, being on the podcast, having these conversations, enjoying my time with everybody who's in the comment section. This is what I want to do. This is what I genuinely enjoy doing. Writing the script while was very stressful. For a multitude of different reasons, was probably the most fun that I've had in a long time, because we finally have the opportunity to express our creative outlets that we've all wanted to express, and we're getting to do that with all of you guys. So we are by no means stepping back in that capacity. We love this. like in the highest regard.
Yep. I will say this: Noah and I have we essentially have about 6 or 7 different ideas that are out there for movies. So, if we get there, you'll see a new content that hasn't been done before, and some new ideas that will be a little bit innovative.
Yeah, we're coming up with some pretty fuck shit. For one of the movies, ideas that we had come up with. That is absolutely cannot discuss that. I was just gonna say.
Alrighty, so let's go over to one of our last topics here.
No segue for this topic.
New Purge film in the works. I love the Purge franchise. I will tell you this all, right? The first Purge film I didn't really care for, and then Purge 2 dropped, and ever since Purge 2 dropped,
good.
It's fantastic. And it's one of those movies that's so damn good it elevated the first one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Purge 2 is Purge 2 is fantastic. It is. But so we're getting another Purge film. Thank God for that. I've been kind of wanting to see that for quite a long time. And from what I was reading here, that it's really going to be a little bit more focused around some of the female characters. Like they've developed a lot of female characters in the past, and they want to have a strong female character in the next film. So I'm interested to see where it's going. Thoughts from you guys? Are you excited for another Purge movie? Don't care.
I'll let Lucas go first.
I haven't seen the first, second, or any of them except for the one where it's like the guy with the America mask.
Wow. Is that the first Purge? The prequel?
That's the last Purge.
The Forever Purge?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Forever Purge.
Okay. So I've only seen
it. I've only seen that one.
And the first Purge. I really liked the story of 1, 2, and 3 because one is very it's in the house, it's very closed off. 2 is you're on the streets, and then 3 is like okay, it's a big we're cutting it, we're closing out the story. It's with the politics and all that other stuff, and obviously people were rioting, so it was leaving it open for the idea of another one, but at the same time it's like it felt like a good way to close out the franchise. And then they announced the prequel, the first Purge, which I really enjoyed the first Purge. And I also like the idea that they added, like, the first Purge didn't work out in the way that they wanted it to, because it really feels like the government was utilizing it for population control and hurting people. And the government manipulating that in a way to kind of like make sure that the Purge worked in their favor. I like that. I like that story, and I like that inclusion into the franchise. I did not watch the show. I did not watch the Forever Purge because in my opinion, that's where it ends for me. I think that if you watch it 1, 2, 3, and then the prequel for the first Purge, I think that's and you watch it in that order, I think that's good for me. It's kind of like watching Star Wars 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then nothing else. Maybe Rogue One. I really like Rogue One.
You watch Rogue One right after 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Or right before.
Yeah, like I cried watching Rogue One, but I cried watching Rogue One because we went like. That's another topic. But anyways, it's like I know the TV show was good. I heard I heard very positive reviews on that. I heard positive reviews on the new movie or the Forever Purge. I don't know. I think the first 4 movies are good enough for me. I think everything else feels like a franchise being milked for
here's the thing, like there's gaps in between the films coming out, so it's not like, hey, we're gonna pop them out every single year now because we know we can milk the story. The Forever Purge story fits perfectly in the timeline that you're expressing because everything is solved and resolved after the Purge election year, but now everything falls apart and then there's an upheaval to get back to that stuff. And then just knowing your stance on certain things, if you watch that movie, by the end of it, I can see you cursing and saying like, this is so true. This is the shit that we're talking about outside of movies and stuff like that. So that's how it plays out.
Not to get too political.
Yeah, to avoid the political stuff on it. But it's
definitely a very political based. It's a politics based horror franchise.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to go and watch it, but there are things that are happening that logically would possibly happen, and you kind of see playing out in certain times nowadays. But it's like, oh, yeah, well, these people would probably do the exact same thing. So it's an excellent movie. The TV show is fantastic, too, and I'm looking forward to another one. I don't know how they're going to pull it off. I'm kind of trying to figure out based off of where the last movie was and what they'll do with it, but I'm looking forward to it.
the TV show, doesn't it take place in between the movies as well?
It's supposed to take place in between the movies, but one of them does. I don't know if it was the two seasons both in it, but it does go into Purge Night. It's nice to see the backstory, and there's the backstory behind one of the masks that we see in the second Purge, and it has like a history behind how the mask came into play. I thought that was pretty.
Is it the God one?
Yes.
Cool.
That one is a pretty cool mask.
Yep.
I dressed up as that guy.
Yep.
It's very easy.
I'm a big mask guy, so maybe I have to watch more of these movies.
Dude, I love masks.
Oh yeah, there's so many great masks in that movie.
I mean, Lucas, look at Lucas. We're all three of us are mask guys, and all three of us have been playing a hand in developing a mask for a horror movie. It's coming full circle. That's another thing. Like that's another thing.
To be fair,
I've doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Fucking anything.
Oh right,
dude.
yeah, right. So I just thought about that. So Lucas and I have been doing stuff behind the scenes with Marcus for a film that we're all working on. I'm not saying what it is, anything about it. And Lucas just got Lucas just got accepted for a short film.
Oh yeah, I got. Oh wait, we can't talk about that.
Okay, can't talk about that either.
All right.
But we're doing things. I'm saying that's the thing. We're doing things. So I can't say anything. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say I'm in a short film. I can't say anything else about it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like so cool things.
It's really cool. It's really cool though.
All right.
People don't like it.
All right, we already talked about this stuff. So Purge, Noah's not really excited to see another Purge.
No, not at all.
Lucas,
I mean,
I'll probably see it. I planned on watching these movies anyways. Like I know aren't they all on Max or something?
Oh my gosh, maybe on a Discord watch party.
You know what? In fact, that might be a cool, fun series to rank. I don't know if we've done that.
Oh well, there is enough films. Yeah, that is true.
There's a couple of
films.
It's easy.
There's enough films there.
If you want to.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if you guys want to see a Purge ranking and possibly us doing the first watch party on the Purge, I'm so down for it. I love the idea of the Purge. I've just never gotten around to seeing them. So
I have a lot of films.
So look, I think here, and we're gonna go into a movie since we're talking about watch parties. I can say that this is almost like the final segue of the night because it is a perfect segue. Because I think like a watch party, if you guys want to test one out, it should be a fun horror movie where you can all joke around and laugh about that stuff. I know it. Toxic Avenger, the 2025 movie Toxic Avenger would be something that's fantastic to watch in a watch party together. You can watch the original one, but this one looks hilarious too. Like,
this one's not out yet.
I think to build up for this one, if anything, when does this one come out again?
It's coming out next month, and it's not. It's coming out next month to theaters, but it's probably going to stream really quick because this is done in 2023.
So, I'll say this then. So in lieu of possible hype for that movie, because I've seen it. Like I was talking to I think Dave about it a little bit before the show. Oh yeah, he is. I saw the trailer.
Look at Gil.
But no, I was talking to Dave about that. I've seen a bit of the clips from I guess whatever the Toxic Avenger was before this, which I think it was a movie, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
it's so like four of them.
It's an. Oh Jesus! We're gonna be watching one. But no, I think something that to possibly if we end up working out all the quirks before it comes out, maybe we'll watch the first Toxic Avenger movie as the first watch party, and we'll see how that goes.
I thought you were gonna segue it into like, oh well, I mean, watch a fun horror movie, one that we all know and love. It's the board game adaptation coming out very soon.
Yeah. No, I think Toxic Avenger is one of those films that it looks like it's so bad that it's going to be fantastic. And Comic-Con's going to be running like a 24-hour
Did I see Elijah Wood in there? Is that Elijah Wood with the fucking...
Yep. This movie is going to be hilarious. Like, I grew up watching the Toxic Avenger movies. I don't know how my parents let that slide by because probably didn't watch it. But I grew up watching it. I loved Toxie as a kid. Then they came out with the cartoon and the action figures. But this movie, I saw the trailer for the first time. I was just ignoring it. I didn't want to see it. And I saw the trailer. I was like, that looks fantastic. You get a bunch of buddies around and watch that movie. It's going to be 100 times better.
I mean, if we're trying to do fun horror movies, then I think that The Stuff has to be included in that talking point, because that's such a weird ass fun 80s horror movie that revolves around the FDA.
Mm-hmm.
You're tuning. I don't know if you're just tuning in now, but if you are, you're tuning in a little bit late.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up. So that's a movie that I would say on there. Like, if we want to just test run it, let's test run it with some fun horror movies.
Yeah.
Like you could throw the Reanimator in there. That's a fun one for everybody.
Yeah, we'll maybe coordinate this a little bit more. We'll put out like we'll put up a sign up sheet or something. I'll make a sign up sheet that people can like put their Discord usernames into, and we can see what can happen with that. I'm gonna have to make a Discord server, which is fine, but we'll definitely this for anybody that does end up joining this very possible thing. It's gonna be a very test out run. You know, it's gonna be very much we're gonna be testing this on a large scale. So, you know, you're gonna be there with us while all the bugs are getting worked out. So don't expect superhuman levels of reaction time from me as well. I can only work so fast.
I would say this. How about we throw I'll throw a poll up on our Facebook page and our community page with some movie ideas out there. See which people would want to watch. Toxic Avenger I would throw up on there. Dead Alive I'll put up on there as well. Maybe the movie Pieces. I'll throw up some fun titles that I know some of you guys haven't seen before, and then you can experience for the first time with everybody as well. And just have a grand old time having fun, making fun of the movies. Like you throw the movie The Stuff on there. That's another fun one.
Yeah,
right?
No, and like
so
again,
bad
like
that it's amazing.
Again, this is not going to be the place to like watch these movies again. Like if you are actually trying to watch these movies as like a sit down experience, we're going to be making fun of things that we find stupid. We're going to be calling out like lines. We're going to be saying that was dumb. Mm-hmm. Probably a lot.
Like if we're gonna, and also like that's the thing, I'm calling out lines. If we're watching like a very like big 80s or 90s movie, and we're like there's like well-known like we're all gonna be saying them.
We're probably there's probably
you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Where
like Jaws, like that's what I'm saying. Like
there's probably gonna be moments where you can't hear anything going on due to laughter as well. Like we're also very chuckly dudes, so but it's going to be a fun time. Everybody can get involved. So hopefully we can set something up like that, and hopefully we can work out the bugs pretty quickly for this. So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll be fun because we've talked about doing reaction videos and stuff like that. So I think it'll be really good.
And this is a way of me not selling my soul because I'm not going to be on camera doing it. We're going to just be talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Dinner, we'll throw Thinner up there in the poll. All right, so I'll throw a poll up in the next couple days, and we'll go from there and see what's going on. All right, so I say that's a wrap. A short one today. Again, for those that just tuning in, Marcus is dealing with some issues outside of here. Danny is on a flight to DC, so he tried to join us. And we'll go on, and next week we'll figure out something next week, and then we're going to be doing some rankings very soon. So we're going to be doing a Friday the 13th.
I think next week we'll have to talk a little bit about Together.
When's that come out? Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Because I think that's coming out pretty soon, isn't it?
It is.
William, we also talked about the Mortal Kombat trailer too. You might want to watch this back when it goes up.
Yeah,
on YouTube or Facebook. But we give our opinions on that too.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. You know,
there was a bunch of fights.
Just watch it.
There was a bunch of fights
when it goes back.
Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe next week we'll talk about Together because that movie
Hatchet
looks
ranking?
really super interesting.
William said Hatchet ranking.
Yep.
Hatchet.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I think the reason why we're going to jump into Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street is because there's a differencing of opinions on those franchises, and it's going to lead to a lot of arguments. So that's why we want to get to that. So
the drinking game, chaos. He wants.
Yeah. The drinking game.
Fans want, all right? It's what the people want. They want our blood pressure so far up that they can see my veins in my forehead.
It is a very funny sight on your camera.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. So thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you next week. Have a fantastic night and a great week, and then we'll talk to you all soon.
Yeah,
I think if we start doing like aggressive rankings, right, yelling at each other, my vein's gonna pop on camera. I think the forehead vein's just gonna like burst.
Oh yeah, well there's gonna be
there's
gonna be an argument about who won, Jason or Freddy, and we all know it was Freddy.
Actually,